Hi guys! So today we're going to learn PHP Operators. Okay, so what is PHP Operators? Operators are used to perform operations on variables and values. PHP divides the operators in the following groups. First, we have yung arithmetic operators, then assignment operators. The third is comparison operators. The fourth one is increment or decrement operators. Then logical operators and the string operators. Okay, so PHP Arithmetic Operators. The PHP arithmetic operators are used with numeric values to perform common arithmetical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and so on. Okay, so ito yung mga sample ng ating arithmetic operators. We have here yung mga operators natin. So for the addition, which basically get the sum of two values. Then yung subtraction natin, yung multiplication, which get the product. Then yung division, which get basically yung quotient. Then yung modulus, which get the remainder. So remainder of what? Basically, if we try to divide the value, and if there's a remainder, then that's the modulus value. Okay? Then we have yung exponentiation. So basically, about the exponent. Okay? Okay, so let's start with our examples. So let's start with the addition operator. So if we're going to calculate 10 plus 3, basically the answer will be 13. Then for the subtraction operator, we're going to calculate 10 minus 3, it will be 7. Then we have yung multiplication operator. If we're going to calculate 10 times 3, it will be 30. Okay, so the division part naman, if we're going to calculate 10 divided by 2, it will be 5. Okay? Then modulus operator, if we're going to get the modulus of 10 modulus of 3, then basically yung answer natin is 1. Bakit kamo? If we're going to divide 10 divided by 3, yung magiging sagot niya is basically is 3 point something. Now, if we're going to calculate that one and try to get the remainder will be 1. Okay, so that's the modulus result. Okay, then we have yung exponentiation operator. So 10 to the power of 3. So the answer will be 1000. Okay? Okay, so PHP Assignment Operators. The PHP Assignment Operators are used with numeric values to write a value to a variable. The basic assignment operator in PHP is equal. It means that the left operand gets set to the value of the assignment expression on the right. Okay? So we have here yung mga sample assignment operators natin. Okay, so yung basic assignment operator, yung equal. Then we have here yung plus equal, minus equal, times equal, divide equal, and yung modulus equal. Okay, so if we're going to rewrite this one, it should look like this. Or it will look like this. Okay, so meron tayong plus, x equals x plus y. Okay, so we also have yung subtraction for the multiplication, for the division, and for the modulus. Okay, guys? Okay, so let's have our example. So let's say we declare variables of x and y. So for the value of x, we have 10. Then for the value of y, we have 2. Okay, so let's start with the addition part. So if this is the expression, okay, so x plus equal y. So what will be the value of x? So basically, the value will be 12. So let's try to replace, to rewrite. Then we try to replace the actual value to the variables, which is 10 and 2. Then if we try to calculate, the answer will be 12. That's why the value of x is 12. Okay, so let's go to subtraction operator. So we have this assignment operator, x minus equal y. Then, if we're going to calculate, the answer will be 8. So, i-write natin. Then, i-replace naman natin yung mga variables. And i-calculate natin yan, the answer will be 8. Okay? So, let's proceed to multiplication operator. So, ito naman, x times equal y. Then, the answer will be 20. Okay, so, i-write natin, i-replace natin yung mga actual value. Then, after calculation, the result will be 20. Okay, so sa division part naman, we have yung x divide equal y. Then if we're going to have that, we have the answer of 5. Then if we're going to rewrite, then replace 10 divided by 2. Basically, yung answer will be 5. That's why the value of x is 5. Then for the modulus part, then we try to have the x modulus of modulus equal y. So basically, the answer for this is 0. Okay, so let's try to rewrite x modulus of y, then 10 modulus of 2. Now, let's try to divide 10 divided by 2. The answer is 5. The question is, meron bang remainder? Wala. That's why yung sagot natin for the value of x will be 0. Okay, guys? Okay, so next is PHP Comparison Operators. The PHP Comparison Operators are used to compare two values, number or string. Okay, so we have here yung mga sample operators natin. So let's start with the equal sign, double equal, or equal. So it will try to check if the value of x and y is equal. If they're equal, then it will return true. Okay? Then we have here yung 3 equal or yung identical. So here it will try to check if the value of x and y are equal, and also it will check the data type if they are also equal. Okay? Then if both data type and value are equal, then it will return true. Then we have here yung not equal. So these are just the same for both operator, but we can use this one or this one. So for the not equal operator, it will just check if both values for the x and y are not equal. If they are not equal, therefore, the return value will be true. Okay, so we have here yung not identical. So it will try to check the value of x not identical to y. Okay, so if both of them are not identical for the value and for the data type, therefore it will return true. Okay, then we have here yung greater than. It will just check if the value is greater than the other value. Then we have yung less than. Also check if the first value is less than the second value. Then we have yung greater than or equal to. Okay, then we also have yung less than or equal to. Okay, so basically, this kind of operators usually ginagamit natin sa mga conditional statements. Okay, so doon natin ito magagamit. Okay, guys? Okay, so now let's have our examples. So let's start with equal operator. 10 is equal to 10. True or false? The answer will be true. Okay, so next is yung identical operator. 10 is identical to 10. The answer will be false. Bakit kamo? The first value here is having a data type of integer, while dito, it is having a data type of string. Because as we can notice, it has yung double quotes. Okay? Or even single quote. It is still considered as string. Okay? So let's proceed to not equal operator. So 10 is not equal to 5. True or false? The answer will be true. The next is not identical. 10 is not identical to 10. True or false? The answer will be true. Okay? So 10 is integer, while dito naman is a string. So basically, they're not equal, although the value are equal. Okay? Kaso, sa part ng data type, they're not equal. Kaya naging true yung ating sagot. So let's proceed to the greater than operator. Is 10 greater than 5? Of course, true. Then less than naman, is 10 less than 5? False tayo dyan. Then we have naman yung greater than or equal to. Is 10 greater than or equal to 9? Yes. What about the less than or equal to? Is 10 less than or equal to 10? Yes, it is true. Okay? Okay, so PHP Increment and Decrement Operators. The PHP Increment Operators are used to increment a variable's value. The PHP Decrement Operators are used to decrement a variable's value. Okay? So we have here yung mga sample operators natin. So for the pre-increment, we have yung plus before the variable. Then sa post-increment naman, we have the plus after the variable. Then yung sa decrement, we have the minus before the variable. Then sa post-decrement, we have yung minus after the variable na. Okay? So basically, yung nangyayari dito, we're going to have an increment, it will add a value by 1. While sa decrement, it will minus or subtract a value by 1. Okay? Okay, so now let's have our examples. So let's say we declare a variable of x equals to 10. So let's start with the pre-increment operator. If we try to display this one, what will be the output? So the output will be 11. So what is happening behind the scene? So let me try to explain. So if we try to rewrite the code, ito yung mangyayari. It will try to calculate x plus 1. Then replace natin yung x, which is 10. So 10 plus 1. And the result will be x equals to 11. So mangyayari, i-display na natin yung value. Okay? So it will execute na the statement here. Okay? So pagdating naman sa post-increment, if we have this one, what do you think will be the answer or the value or the output? It will be 10. Bakit kamo? Yung nauuna dito is the execution of the statement, which is the display. Then once the value will be displayed, it will try to calculate na yung value natin. Then after that particular statement, that's the only time na magkakaroon ng value of 11. Okay? Kaya yung naging sagot natin dito is 10. So, proceed naman tayo sa pre-decrement operator. So, if we have this one, the answer will be 9. So, i-recalculate natin, replace, and then the value will be 9. Then afterwards, display naman natin. Okay? So, sa post-decrement operator, we have something like this. Then the answer will be 10. So, katulad nung kanina sa increment, first we display, then after that, we try to calculate na. Okay? So that's what's happening between the incrementation and the decrementation. And also the difference between pre-decrement or increment and the post-increment and decrement. Okay, guys? Okay, so next is PHP Logical Operators. The PHP Logical Operators are used to combine conditional statements. Okay, so we have here yung mga sample of operators natin. We have the AND operator, the OR operator, the AND operator. So this AND and this AND are just the same. Only the syntax are different, but the purpose are just the same. And also we have here yung OR operator. Both of this OR, itong OR at saka dito, are just the same lang. Yung syntax lang yung magkakaiba. But yung objective nila or yung purpose nila is magkatulad lang. Then we have the NOT operator. Okay? Okay, so for the AND operator, sabi dito, true if both X and Y are true. Okay, so that's yung criteria na hinahanap ng AND operator. If both conditions or both variables are having value of true, then magiging true yung result natin. Okay? So, pagdating naman sa OR, so either of the one lang, either X or Y is true. Then, makukonsider na natin yan having the true statement or true value. Okay? Then, dito yung end, same lang sa first one. And yung true dito is same lang sa second one. Okay? Then, ito naman yung not. Yung mangyayari, kasi daw, X is not true. Kung hindi true, then true yung sagot. So, actually, yung mangyayari yan ganito. If this is true, it will try to invert the value. Okay? So, from having a true value, i-invert niya, so magiging false. Dito, sabi dito, not true. So, kung not true, basically, it is considered false. Then, once we try to invert that one, it will become true. Okay? So, that's how not operator works. If you're trying to invert a specific result, if it is true, magiging false. If it is false, magiging true. Okay? Okay, so let's have our examples. So let's say we declare variables of condition 1 equals to true and the condition 2 equals to false. So let's start with the AND operator. So condition 1 and condition 2. So true or false? The answer will be false. Bakit kamo? For the criteria of AND operator, dapat both condition should be true. Unfortunately, yung condition 2 is false. Kaya naging false yung answer natin dito. Okay? Then we have yung OR operator. So if this is the statement, the answer basically will be true. Kasi yung criteria ng OR operator, either one of the condition or variable is true. So since condition 1 is true, then nasatisfied na natin yung criteria ng OR operator. Kaya yung result will be true. Okay? Then, ito namang NOT operator. So, the NOT operator, ito. So, we have condition inside parentheses. So, here, condition 1 or condition 2 will be, what will be the answer in this part? So, it will be true, right? Kasi sa OR operator, either one dapat pag true sa kanila. So, yung sagot dito is true. But since we use invert operator, so from being true, we try to invert that one. Oh, I mean, not invert, not operator rather. So, from having a true value, we try to invert using the not operator. And basically, yung magiging sagot will be false. Okay? Okay, so this will be the last part of the operators that we have. So, PHP String Operators. So PHP has two operators that are especially designed for strings. Okay, so we have this one. First, the concatenation, wherein we try to concatenate yung both variable, tulad nito. Then we have naman yung concatenation assignment. So it implements yung sinasabi nating assignment operators. Okay, so wherein it try to append text2 to text1. Okay. Okay, so let's have our examples. So for concatenation operator, we have this one. So we declare a text1 having a value of hello, then a text2 having a value of PHP. Now, if we try to concatenate this one using the concatenation operator, which is this dot, then the result will be hello PHP. Okay, so this one naman, concatenation assignment operator, is having this kind of sample code. So we declare here yung text1 of hello page hello, then we have here yung text2 which is PHP. Then we try to use the assignment operator in this part. Okay, so text1 concatenate equal text2. Then we echo here yung text1. Okay, so basically comparing to this one, both text1 and text2 is nandito. While dito, text1 lang yung inilagay natin. Okay? Pero yung result is hello PHP pa din. Okay? So, ano ba yung nangyayari? So, let me try to explain. So, let's try to rewrite this part, the code. So text1 equals text1 concatenate text2. Then i-replace natin yung mga value. Text1 equals hello concatenate PHP. So basically, yung magiging value natin for the text1 is hello PHP, and we try to display it, which is this statement na. Kaya yung naging result natin is hello PHP. Okay? Okay, so I think that's it, guys. So I hope you learned something new today. So basically, we had learned about yung mga PHP operators. So we have yung arithmetic, assignment, comparison, increment or decrement, logical, and the string operators. Okay? So I hope it give you a clear idea kung paano ba natin gagamitin yung mga PHP operators. Okay, guys? So just like I always say, just keep practicing and never stop learning. So thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.